DSP tries it.
What's up? It's DSP, and this is something a lot of people have actually asked me to do since Domino's has now announced that they have new pizza that's newly redone with different cheese, different ingredients, improved crust, and improved sauce. So this is Domino's, and this is just cheesy bread. Cheesy bread is cheesy bread. I'm not going to show you that, but what we basically have here is they have a deal right now that you can buy 3 medium pizzas with any toppings, unlimited, for $7 each. So I did it. One of them I actually got a 6-topping pizza. The other 2 I got were specialty pizzas. One's the Honolulu Hawaiian, which I've never had, and the other one's a Wisconsin 6 cheese, which is actually their new pizza. So what I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to take a slice of each of these 3 pizzas and try it out and let you know what I think, to see if they've improved it. This is their regular style pizza here. Now this has 6 ingredients. This is, I believe, bacon, ham, pepperoni, mushroom, green pepper, and roasted red pepper. So we'll grab a slice of that. There we've got the Honolulu Hawaiian, which I've never tried before. Now the Honolulu Hawaiian has pineapple, ham, and actually I screwed up on this one. It has beef, not ham. This one has pineapple, ham, some special cheeses, bacon, and roasted red pepper. So we'll try a slice of that. This is all on their standard new crust, supposedly, which I guess is supposed to have a garlic flavoring to it from what I've read and heard. And then finally we've got the new pizza that just came out. Box is not closing. The Wisconsin 6 cheese. Which, whoa, looks like the delivery guy bumbled that one because it looks like it's falling off. It's supposed to have 6 different kinds of cheese. I believe it's like provolone, Asiago, cheddar, regular American, maybe 1 or 2 others. So let's grab a slice of that too. And I will let you know what I feel about all 3 of these. And I'll let you know if I think that this has really been improved from the previous Domino's or not. I'll be honest with you, I hated the old Domino's, and I've said this about this many times in my videos. I thought the quality was awful. Basically, it was like cardboard, and the only reason I would think people would ever buy it is because it was cheap. It was basically, they used to have a 5-5-5 deal where you could get 3 medium pizzas with 1 topping for $5 each. Now think about that. $5 each for a pizza, a medium pizza. You could probably eat that 3-4 meals. So you're talking 3 to 4 meals for $15, less than $5 a meal. You know, people thought, oh, this is a real cheap way to, you know, to have dinner. And that was the main reason why people would be ordering Domino's, because they didn't want to spend a lot of money on their food. So hold on a second, let me set up here. And we'll try this out, and we'll see how I feel about these 3 different pizzas. I'll try a slice of each right now. I'm not going to necessarily eat the entire slice, but just taste it. I'll let you know what I think. And this is cool, watch this. Everyone loves this table because you can bring it up and it's like a dinner table right here at your waist height. Got my drink. Alright, so let me just make sure the camera's aligned with that table. It is. And so, I'm going to review the 3 pizzas here. Well, actually, I'll just review it overall. I'm not going to give each pizza an individual review, but I'll let you know what I think my review is. So, first of all, we've got the Wisconsin 6 cheese. Let's take a bite of that. It's supposed to be just cheese, basically, and sauce. And the new crust. It's definitely very cheesy. The sauce has a little bit of a kick to it. It's a little different than the older sauce. The sauce has a little bit of a spice to it. It's not spicy, meaning it's not hot, but it actually has a little bit more flavor than it used to. It used to be a blander sauce. This is interesting. This is pretty good for a cheese pizza. Of course, keep in mind, this isn't on their menu as a cheese pizza. It's the Wisconsin 6 cheese, which they consider a specialty pizza, which is expensive. I'm actually going to take a bite of the crust, see what the difference is. Tastes pretty bland to me, that crust. I didn't really taste any garlic or anything on that. So let's try the next one. This was the custom pizza I made with the 6 toppings. So it's pepperoni, beef, bacon, green peppers, red peppers, and mushrooms. Let's take a bite of this guy. I have to say, I'm liking the sauce. The sauce is definitely improved. It tastes a lot better than the old sauce. I'm going to also take a bite of the crust on this one and see if I can get any different flavor. Okay. This crust does taste different. It's buttery. The crust is buttery with a hint of garlic. And I guess if you like butter and garlic, that's a good thing, but if you don't like garlic, you're pretty much screwed. I mean, how would you order a Domino's pizza if all their crust now has garlic on it? So that's kind of weird. Alright, finally I'm going to try this Honolulu Hawaiian, which I've never had this before. A Hawaiian pizza with pineapple and such on it. Interesting. I like the ham. The sliced ham is pretty tasty. I'm going to try a bite now with a pineapple. I didn't get a pineapple on that one. I'm going to tell you right now, my opinion, out of the 3, I think the Hawaiian's the best one. The ham, the pineapple makes it different tasting than standard pizza, which is pretty good. So like I said, the deal they're running now at Domino's is you can get 3 medium pizzas, any toppings you want, unlimited, for $7 a pie, which is why I got the 6 toppings on this pie. That's not bad. The other one that they're running is you can get 2 medium pizzas with 2 toppings each for $5.99 each. Sorry, I don't consider 2 toppings enough to pay $6. If I'm going to pay $7, I want a 6-topping pizza, you know what I mean? Or a specialty pizza like this. So, overall, what do I think? The pizza's definitely improved. The sauce tastes better. That's the first thing I mentioned. It was a lot tastier sauce, has some spices in it. The crust has a buttery garlic flavor. For me, it's okay. But I can see if someone doesn't like garlic, they could pretty much hate this pizza. Price-wise, unfortunately, the prices have gone up. Because like I said, you used to be able to do a $5.55 deal. You can't do that anymore. It doesn't even exist. You can do a $5.55 triple deal. The prices have gone up like 55 cents per pizza, probably because of the ingredients that they supposedly have improved. So, overall, Domino's Pizza, for delivery pizza, it's real. First of all, it's not real pizza. It's not. It's manufactured. All this is pre-made, and then they just toss toppings on it and put it in an oven. It's not like a local pizzeria where they're going to make you a fresh pizza. So when you compare it with fast food pizzas like Pizza Hut and other places, unfortunately, I do like Pizza Hut better than Domino's. So I have to say Domino's. This will probably get a 2.5. It's okay. Keep in mind, my old review of Domino's, the original Domino's before they did this, was probably like a 1. I hated it. It was disgusting. This is at least edible. The sauce is good. I really want to get some more of this, dig into this one right here, the Honolulu. It's got the good tasting sauce. It's got some interesting ingredients. And, so yeah, so the new Domino's with the better sauce, the better crust, gets a 2.5 from me. Unfortunately, I think that there are way better pizzas out there, even fast food pizzas. And price-wise, now that the prices have gone up, they're losing their competitive edge. So, I don't know, Domino's. You really have to think of a better strategy than, oh, we have better ingredients, and by the way, we're going to charge you more money. Because when you have a customer who you've ripped off for years, you charge them cheap, but the pizza was garbage. At least you have to, if you're going to charge them more expensive, you have to really up your ante. And I don't think this is enough to warrant a more expensive price. I think, if anything, they should increase the quality of their ingredients, but keep charging what they used to charge to make up for the years that you basically were eating shit. That's my opinion. But anyway, Domino's Pizza, it's okay. I give it like a 2.5, which is roughly an average rating. So, that's it for this episode of DSP Tries It, and I'll see you guys later. What's up, everyone? It's DSP with another episode of DSP Tries It, and this is the most difficult episode ever, and here's why. For the past week, well, I'd say all during this week, as I had various things to do in the morning, such as visit lawyers and mail documents and do different things, pertaining to my current unemployment. I have been passing by Subway in the morning, and a lot of people actually have been messaging me now and said, Phil, why not try the new Subway breakfast sandwiches? We see commercials all over TV for them. Obviously, Subway is not known for breakfast. Can we figure out, if it's good or not? And it's funny because when you look at even Subway's napkin, their napkin says open by 7 a.m. weekdays, right? Build a better breakfast, and it has a listing of all these different breakfast items that they're supposed to be offering and how they compare to McDonald's breakfast items. Well, Tuesday morning I went by my Subway at about 10 in the morning and said I like breakfast, and they said, oh, we're out of eggs. And I said, how can you be out of eggs? Your store has about 6 signs, including one on your front door saying you have breakfast, and it's a big new thing now you're pushing, and I don't understand. And the woman that was working said, we apologize. There's a shipment that was supposed to come this morning at 8. It's now 10. The shipment's still not here. Must have been delayed, and there's nothing we can do about it. I said, all right, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't control the shipment. You might be right. I'll come back. So all week, I was busy doing other stuff. And then finally on Friday this week, I had a chance. I was passing by again, and I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I drive in, and this time it was a little bit earlier. It was about maybe 9:30. And a woman comes out and says, oh, we don't have eggs. And I said, you got to be kidding me. This is the second time this week. And the woman, in very broken English, because she basically couldn't speak English, she even admitted, she says, I don't speak English, but no one seems to be ordering the breakfast, so we're not ordering the eggs. Now let me ask you a question. How is someone supposed to order breakfast when you never have the eggs? I mean, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If anything, what this is telling me is the Subway that's right near me here, that's literally 3 buildings away, the owner just doesn't want to have breakfast in the store. It's that simple. Whoever the owner is has made this decision that they're going to go against what the franchise is telling them. They don't think it's worth it to order the ingredients and to have people in there early enough. In fact, even though this napkin says that this Subway is open at 7 a.m. on weekdays, they're not. They don't open till 9, and they don't have coffee. I asked, and I said, your sign says there's a combo here of a breakfast sandwich and coffee. Oh, we don't have coffee. So I said, okay. So it just so happens that I had to go somewhere else, and I passed a different Subway that's much further away from me. So I pulled in, and I said, do you have breakfast? Yes, we have breakfast. I said, excellent. I'd like the Western ham and cheese, and I'll take the combo with the coffee. And they said, we don't have coffee. I said, you got to be kidding me. For whatever reason, in Connecticut, where I live, anyway, locally around where I live, Subway's not taking breakfast seriously. They're not. They're not ordering the ingredients. They don't have anything. They're not prepared. So it took me literally a week to finally get my hands on one of these breakfast sandwiches. So I ordered the Western ham and cheese on flatbread. And it was funny because when the girl was making this for me, she put all the ingredients together. I guess standard on this comes green peppers and onions. And of course, if you live in my area, you already know, but you probably don't. Subways in this area are very stingy about what they put on your sandwich. So of course, she put a couple sprinkling of peppers and onions, even though obviously that's supposed to be the meat of the sandwich. And so I said, no, give me some more green peppers, give me some tomatoes. And then she said, well, what about sauce? I said, sauce? What sauce would you put on there? She says, well, it's Western. Let's put the Southwest Chipotle sauce on it. So she did. So I'm going to try this, and we're going to look at it first. So hold on one second while I rip open the packaging. Because for whatever reason, they put it in this really weird paper that, you can't fucking open the thing. So anyway, here's what we're looking at. It's a piece of flatbread. This is the 6-inch, which you open up, and here's your egg omelet, which, that's an egg omelet? Really? That does not look like an egg omelet to me. Wow, that is pathetic. 2 pieces of ham. That's all they give you, 2 pieces of ham. And then obviously on the other side here, you're going to have the Southwest sauce that she put on there with some peppers, some onions, and some tomatoes. So I'm going to try this. It actually smells good, but I think it's mostly because the peppers are very aromatic. I'm going to take a bite and let you know what this is like. Let's see. Well, I might try to get a bite with egg in it, but it's kind of hard when the fucking egg is a rounded shape. I have to bite it in the middle. Well, it's not bad, but I can't taste the egg at all. I'm going to take another bite and see if I can taste the ham. Overall, it's not bad. And the reason it's not bad is because, being that it was the morning, the vegetables were probably fresh. They do taste very fresh. I can barely taste the egg at all. I can get a little hint of the Black Forest ham, but it's nothing spectacular. And being that it's such a pain in the ass to find this in my area, don't get me wrong, it might be completely different in your area. This just might be like something in this area of Connecticut. No one really cares about Subway breakfast, and no one's been trying it, and therefore all the stores are cutting back. But, you know, if that's the case, take the damn signs down. Every Subway has a giant sign on the front of the building saying, "We do breakfast now. Open early, come in and get breakfast and a coffee," and none of them seem to have it. So that is kind of disappointing, but the sandwich isn't bad. For a breakfast sandwich, the flatbread's a little heavy, actually, so it's probably going to be filling. It's bigger than a standard breakfast sandwich, as you can see, and price-wise, it's $3. So, not bad. You get your choice of cheese, obviously. I want it toasted, so the cheese is melted on there pretty good. It's not bad at all. I would say probably on a breakfast scale, it's a little bit better than you know, the standard, because the standard, if you go to Burger King or McDonald's, it's pretty unhealthy for you. This, at least you can order a bunch of veggies on it, and it is flatbread, which is much better for you than, you know, any kind of fried bread or anything like that. I'm going to give it a 3, average. Nothing really to get up and go out of your way to Subway for, unless you're on a diet and you really need to make, need to get it. From what I'm to understand, you can also order an egg white omelet, but good luck finding that in my area, since they didn't even have the eggs at half the Subways anyway, so I don't know. Overall, $3, a big, decent sized sandwich like this, not bad, and it'll probably fill you up in the morning, so I'm going to give it a 3. What's going on, everyone? It's DSP, and I'm mixing up a little bit with today's episode of DSP Tries It. As you can see, a lot of people have been saying, you know, you're getting unhealthy stuff, you're always buying burgers and such, so I decided to go by my local Wendy's and to try out one of their new salads. I actually saw on TV they're having a promotion. You can get a salad and one other item for $4.99. So I said, okay, let's try this out. So I went by my local Wendy's, and they had it all laid out there. So I got the Baja salad, as you can see. Whoops, which just went right on the floor there. Piece of lettuce. So right off the bat, I can tell you, my number one criticism, the bowl is too small because it's full to the brim. So when I go to eat this salad, it's going to go all outside of the bowl. I can tell you that right now. So what do you get in this Baja? You get both iceberg and romaine lettuce mixed together. It looks like you get 2 different kinds of cheeses. Some kind of a pico de gallo, which is made of onions, tomatoes, different spices and herbs there. You get a little bit of guacamole in that salad. It also comes with seasoned tortilla chips, which we'll try, and creamy red jalapeno dressing. And it was funny because I was looking at this, I was like, wow, this might, if I just ate this salad here, that might actually be pretty healthy. And I said, well, if I add these tortilla strips, and I'm wondering how salty they are, it's probably going to make it not as good. And then when I looked at the dressing, I said creamy red jalapeno dressing, and I flipped it over. This one little packet of dressing has 10 grams of fat and 100 calories. 90 of the calories are from fat. I said, holy shit, 270 milligrams of sodium, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, just in this packet. So my recommendation would be, if you're going to go to like a fast food place and you're going to get a salad, get your own dressing or have it without dressing, because that's kind of crazy, you know, that has that many calories. So what I do, it's a combo, 2 items. So I got this, and I also got a grilled chicken go wrap, okay? Which I'm not really sure what it is. I said, get me the grilled chicken, and it looks like it actually is grilled chicken. I'm not sure what's in there. But then the weirdest thing happened. The guy keeps handing me bags. I'm like, what is this bag? He goes, oh, you ordered the Baja salad, right? I said, yeah. And he said, well, that Baja salad doesn't come with chicken. I guess all of their other salads come with chicken. So to account for the fact that that salad doesn't come with chicken, wait till you see this. Look what they give you. Oh my God. Do you see what I see? Wendy's chili. They give you Wendy's chili. Low fat and high fiber, they claim. Now, I don't know if they've changed their recipe anytime recently, but I'm sure if you've ever watched food reviews online or you know, the horror stories, people say that by eating this chili, you can significantly reduce your lifespan. That's how bad people have said this chili is. Now, the funny thing is, look what he gave me to eat my salad with. So I'm going to eat my salad. How am I going to eat my chili with this? So good thing that I came home to eat, because if I didn't and I was actually eating, you know, on the road or something, you know, I'll go eating out, I don't know how I would have eaten this. But anyway, I'm just curious. I have not had Wendy's chili ever. I've never had it, but I've seen it before. My friends have eaten it. Oh my god. Now, I don't know if any of you are fans of Spoonie. He's at the SpoonieExperiment.com, but he recently did a video where he actually played the Wendy's training videos, the ones that they actually show Wendy's employees when they're new. The meat in Wendy's chili is the fucked up hamburger meat. So if they're cooking a burger and they overcook it, or they smash it into a million pieces, or it's too greasy, this is the meat they use for the chili. So just imagine how healthy that could possibly be for you, or what that tastes like. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take one, before I even start the salad, I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to take a tiny teaspoon, a little tiny bit. I have to taste it. I have to taste this chili. Oh, God. And at least give an opinion. So give me 1 second here. I need a little bit of a spoonful. I'm going to get over the sink just in case I fucking vomit all over the place after I eat this. That is awful. The meat is completely flavorless. All I could really taste was a little bit of tomato and a little bit of onion that was on the spoon. I didn't taste the meat at all. That is awful. That is flavorless chili. So not only is it probably horrendously bad for you, it tastes like shit. So, pushing that aside, because I didn't order it, you know, they feel the obligation to give you chili because there's no chicken in your salad. You got your Baja salad. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not going to put this on there, because this is going to be, it's going to ruin the salad, really. Something that's that fatty. I want to taste a little bit of their pico de gallo. A couple pieces of lettuce, if I can get them on my fork here. That's not half bad. The pico de gallo is actually pretty tasty. Such a shame. Look how little they give you. There's almost none on here. It's all lettuce and cheese. And I'll try a little bit of their guacamole too. Some lettuce and cheese here. The guacamole is tasty. I really like the guacamole. It's actually very flavorful. I can taste the avocado. That's really good guacamole. So, what I'm going to do, I am going to eat this, but I'm going to get a bowl. I'm going to put it in a bowl so I can actually, you know, eat it and not have it fall out of this container. But I'm just curious, if I were to try one of these seasoned strips, what this is like. So let me open this for 1 second. Let me put this down. Because, of course, there's no tear strip or anything. You have to just rip it open with your bare hands. So here we go. This tastes... You know what this tastes like? It's very similar to a barbecue Frito. I don't know if you ever had Fritos before, those corn chips from Frito-Lay. But it tastes just like a barbecue Frito. So being that has seasoning and salt all over, very salty, awful for you. So my rating of the Baja salad, if you just eat the salad and you don't eat the disgusting chili or this or the bad dressing you put on your own dressing, like on this, I'd probably put a light Southwest dressing on this. Because that's the kind of dressing you're supposed to put on a Baja salad. A little bit of a light Southwest or something like that. I would probably rate this a a 4 because it has a lot of ingredients. It's fresh, by the way. I could tell it's not soggy or anything. They probably made it midday today. Like it is a little bit on the late. It's around dinner time. They probably made it midday. I'm sure. I don't know if they made it right in the morning. Well, they probably did. I'm probably fooling myself. But anyway, it's not half bad. And like I said, pico de gallo is tasty. Guacamole is tasty. My criticism is I can't give it a 4, and here's why. Because it comes with all these unhealthy ingredients that they expect you to add to it. Really bad for you salad dressing, the revolting bolo chili, and extremely salty chip flakes. So they ruin their salad. They've absolutely ruined their salad. And the reason, honestly, they probably do it is, think about it, 2 for $5, right? This wrap is not worth even $2. This wrap is like worth $1.50. It's similar to the snack wrap that you get at McDonald's. So this stuff here, you figure if that's $1.50, how do you make just this salad worth $3.50? The answer is you can't. So they start adding things and adding things and adding things that, they assume would add to the value, but overall they don't. So the salad itself with no thing added is a 4, but because they give you so much shit with it actually, if you were to eat all this brings the value down to like a 2. Especially that fucking that chili is so bad for you. So, unfortunately, I say salad only gets a 4. With all the additives that they give you, it gets a 2. So, that's an example of a fast food salad. I'm not going to eat the salad right now. That's all I'm going to eat. And I actually do have Southwest dressing in my fridge. So, I'm going to have this right now. And that's it. It's my first salad review, anyway, from fast food. I like the salad, and I hate all the shit that they give you with it. So, this is DSP with another DSP Tries It. A little bit different. Hope you enjoyed it.